Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Today is July 1st, 2022. Thank you guys so much for being here on New World News. And it is official. R. Kelly going to federal prison on his sex trafficking, sex abuse charges for 30 years. R. Kelly going to spend the majority of the rest of his life in prison. He is still facing other state charges and I believe another set of federal charges. I'm not mistaken. I think 2 other trials coming for him. Definitely the state level charge out of Illinois and Chicago. Is that where it happened? And I think some other federal charges still his way. So disgraced R. Kelly. Life over. The guy's in his 40s or 50s. He's going to spend 30 years plus whatever he gets in the other ones in prison. He's donezo. R. Kelly, you get what's coming to you. We all knew it was coming, and now it's happened. So let's go over and check out R. Kelly's sentencing. Here it is. R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years for federal sex crime on June 29th, 2 days ago. R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in federal prison following his conviction for 9 federal charges, including sex crime and human trafficking. The disgraced singer was in a federal courthouse Wednesday in Brooklyn. Judge Ann M. Donnelly announced his sentencing, bringing it close to one of the U.S. Attorney Office's high-profile criminal prosecution in years. Kelly has known he could get 10 years to life since he was convicted last September on all 9 counts, and he declined to give a statement during sentencing. The prosecution had recommended no less than 25 years based on the severity of Kelly's crimes. Of course, the judge must have agreed because she gave him 30 years. Kelly's trial taken just over a month, and his attorneys seemed overmatched in court. Federal prosecutors called for more witnesses than the defense. Kelly's legal team called on a handful of ex-Kelly employees and associates, all saying under oath they never saw Kelly abuse anyone. Prosecutors, however, brought dozens of witnesses to the stand, poking holes in that claim. Some said Kelly had managers, bodyguards, and assistants who rounded up his potential victims before the singer groomed them for unwanted sex, among other things. He never took the stand. They also spoke up. A lot of his victims spoke to TMZ. They made a documentary called Surviving R. Kelly, Part 1 and Part 2, The Reckoning. Lizette Martinez, one of his victims, said he just served a life sentence. It's proven multiple times he's used his power to get what he wants. He's still facing another federal case out of Illinois, plus a state trial in Minnesota. So there you go. The guy's going to end up, even if he gets 5 years in each of those, that's another 40 years. I believe R. Kelly is in his late 40s, if not his early 50s. God, he came out with that Space Jam, I Believe I Can Fly song, and he was already in his 20s, and that movie is quite old. So definitely in his late 40s to 50s. We could actually, if we had to, go R. Kelly Wiki and find out exactly how old R. Kelly is. He was born in 1967. He is 55 years old. So the earliest, even if he just gets 5 years in the other ones, that's 4. That puts him at 95 years old. The guy is going to spend the rest of his life in federal prison. Sad, because he had all the talent in the world. He made a lot of money, lived a life, and with that, he's now going to serve the rest of it in prison. R. Kelly going to jail for 30 years plus 2 more cases to come. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and comment down below if you have anything to add to this story. Thanks a lot, everyone, and I'll see you next time.